Welcome to the Barotrauma sub-editor. I have fooled around in the sub-editor a lot. I have a lot of time like I made like 2 submarines, and so I've made a bunch of funny weapons and other things that I painted all in red. These are all from a long time ago when I first messed around inside the sub-editor for many hours, and I found out some crazy things that can happen if you change the tags on items. So I'm going to showcase what these items do and then show what I did as best I can. For example, the harpoon gun loaded into the railgun, you can fire out all the harpoons at once. You can't fire out any less unless you put in less. It'll fire out the whole payload at once. And then you can just get more harpoons or more harpoon guns if you want. But you can't like leave the harpoon gun in the front slot. It's not like a canister shell. It just won't fire because it kind of like I don't know exactly how that works. But you got to put harpoons in the gun, and then you can fire it, or you can just move another one up there. You can't put harpoons directly in here unless you try doing the tags on them. But I don't think it would work properly. You can't really put the ammo directly in here and have a tag. It needs to have it needs to have a container to go inside of to fire out of. I knew how this worked a lot better when I was like more fresh-minded on this. I haven't played this game in a long time, but I still know relatively how to explain how it works. So, for example, let me just disable the enemy AI. Ignore that stuff. I tried recording the video earlier and kept on accidentally turning it off. And now I'm going to spawn a mud raptor on my cursor here. Oh, the enemy AI is not disabled, but that's fine. I missed. It's not fine. That was a crew AI. Oops. I was not paying attention when I was typing that in. There we go. Oh, he's just gonna swim away because he's like last moving in that direction. Let's see. Give harpoon. Is there a way to like give a number? Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can snipe this guy. Yeah, I can't see him anymore. Oh well. Okay, I gotta do the test for you now. Right. Go down here. Spawn the mud raptor. So it actually does work properly. It does the actual damage. That's like firing 6 harpoons into the mud raptor, and I think it's dead. And so the harpoon guns can be, if you have the harpoon guns with the right tag, you can load them into the loader and just fire harpoons out and just keep reloading with more harpoons. It's pretty effective. This right here is a very special item. It may look like just a regular old oxygenite tank, but it has a very crazy twist to it. You see, this oxygenite tank can be refilled, I think. Yep, yep, I knew it. Nothing changed. It still refills. Because I put the tag on it that it can go in, that it's a refillable oxygen source, so it can go back inside the oxygen generator and refill. So it's a refillable oxygenite tank. I think if it fully runs out, as long as it doesn't break, I forgot what happens, but you can like always refill this as long as it's not broken or gone. Well, kind of obvious. And this right here is even better. It's just an oxygen mask, just a regular one I painted red, but it has the storage container can be put inside of it. This storage container, I put on so many tags, it can go inside like practically anything. Even a harpoon gun. It's actually crazy. So you can have so when it's inside the oxygen mask, the diving mask, you won't suffocate. I'm in here, and notice how, take this off, my oxygen's going down, I'm suffocating, but then I put it on, ragdoll again, and I can breathe. So, this is infinite oxygen, But there is one thing to note. If you put an oxygen tank inside of the container, I believe it does drain the percentage. I'm not sure. It might not. I don't exactly remember every little detail. I guess it doesn't. So I guess never mind then. I was gonna put a warning that like it'll drain all your oxygen tanks, but it didn't drain it at all. So I guess not. And this one has this is just like, I think the same thing. I just put a second one down of different variety with an oxygenite tank inside. Which, will that drain, actually? Yeah, no, it's not draining. I think it used to, but I think the developers changed that, which is interesting. I don't know what they could have changed to make that different. Anyways, moving on. This gun, you have to do that first before you can fire, but this gun fires out the plasma. Like, it fires out the plasma gun, tri-laser fuel box. It just fires it out. And to prove that this isn't just like this actually works and it's real. Oh, I got lost. That's so funny. I'm gonna go down outside, spawn a hammerhead, and kill it to show that this thing actually works. You would not be able to tell that I was rusty at this game. I guess I'm not very rusty. It's just that I haven't played in a very long time. So spawn the hammerhead, and one shot, two shot, it's dead. You saw the health bar for a second there. It was less than half health already. So that's pretty extremely awesome. That's one of the things okay, give me that. This, I guess I'll show this one off right now. This is the same thing, but I put the regular one inside because it fires really fast. Again, you have to like fire one first, and then you fire out the real shot. Boom! It's extremely deadly. And with this gun, I don't have the weapon skill for this. Let's see if I can set that and fix that. Set skill, weapons, 200. You would not believe it, but I actually remember all these console commands from messing around. I did not look up anything. I did not try to remember, like, figure out anything about it. So now I can fire this full speed. It's brutal. It's brutal. Wait, I gotta test this out outside against like an endworm or something. I want to see what happens. This is actually hilarious. I didn't think it would be that powerful from my memory. I did not test this one out properly before. I tested all the weapons out really quickly and got like an inkling of what they did, and remember what I was doing last before I started the recording. But I did not test this weapon out properly because my weapon skill was still too bad. Alright, this thing's gonna be massive. Oh my gosh. Yeah? This is pretty strong! That's actually crazy. I will be killing a few more endworms, preferably. So, that's this weapon. It's very powerful. Doesn't take up any fuel. It's infinite. And I might have set the box to infinite, actually. I don't remember. I can review that really quick. So this gun's brutal and overpowered. Also, in the flashlight, I've put battery handcuffs. These handcuffs are just like a battery, so they work as a battery that doesn't drain. So it's just free light forever. That's what the handcuffs are. Which I will show off that gun next. Actually, a gun that needs battery to fire. This one's very simple. It's not going to need much of a demonstration at all. The arc welder. See the handcuff sticking out? It has infinite shots. Like, you can just keep on firing forever. You can also change how fast it fires, how far it fires, and maybe how much damage it does in the sub-editor if you edit the item itself. I don't know what mine is from default, but it's pretty close to default, I think. Maybe a little bit faster. So that's the arc emitter. And then, I have the hand cannon that fires out, well, hand cannon rounds, but the thing is, it has 108 instead of the normal, like, 12, or however much it can carry. 6. So you can carry way more. But, if you put the shotgun shells in first, it'll fire out shotgun shells. Very funny. Yeah, it's just a hand cannon with tons of ammo, basically. Very overpowered. And then the SMG, this thing fires out revolver rounds, but at an SMG fire rate, so it's disgusting. And then you can also swap it out for the stun gun darts, and then rapid fire stun gun darts out at people. Where's my bot at? That was also from memory, by the way. I just like, it's muscle memory to tell the bot's commands from the campaigns I've played. There we go. This is the most effective way to immobilize a crew member. So that's how that one works. And then the grenade launcher. This one, I think it just fires more grenades. I think there's nothing different about this really. Like okay, you want to have a grenade launcher that fires out. One second. Want a grenade launcher that fires out rifle rounds? Sure, I think you can do that. Oh, this is gonna get complicated. Let's see. Yeah, fires out rifle rounds. Wait, that's so good actually. It fires them out so quickly. That's insane. Okay, I love this. That's actually so fun. And then of course, when it runs out of rifle rounds, it'll swap to grenades. Let's fix that really quick. I don't really want to have my sub flood while I'm trying to do this. Huh? What the heck? I just saw something fall on the ground. I thought this person threw a grenade at me. Okay, so the final, I think the final actual, well, there's one other thing I can test really quick and show. This injection headset, you know, it'll inject like medicine. Well, I've put a UEX inside. It will, instead of injecting medicine, it'll explode the UEX and guarantee your death instead of saving you. So, let's show that off really quick. Get the hand cannon, that'll be enough damage. And boom! Oh yeah. Oh, is there no drain command? Oh, whatever. So that one's a fun one. That you can use that. Cool. I'm gonna close the door. You can use that thing to, you know, go into a den of mud raptors and donate your life to the cause. That's a really fun invention. Not sure if you're gonna be able to find the body though and get the headset back afterwards. So now the last thing that I have to show off really quick. What was it? Oh yeah, I want to kill an endworm using a bunch of ammo. Stun gun darts will be useless here. Revolver rounds are they're okay. Oh yeah, you can put storage containers inside of storage containers. I made the storage containers able to be put inside practically anything in the whole game. So you can put them inside each other and infinitely layer it. You can put them inside quite literally anything except for like stuff like this, like containers on the sub. The developers made it impossible to do that anymore, and I can't figure out how to fix that, nor do I really care anymore. So now I can show off loading this thing up with a whole bunch of ammo and showing just how much damage you can really do with this. Let me just put this in here really quick. I love doing that. It's so complicated and weird. Can that fire go out? It's kind of distracting me. There we go. Bit of an interruption. I did not think that UEX would make such a massive explosion. Maybe it hit something else. Can't imagine what it hit though. Okay, now that the interruption is done, this thing is chock full of ammo. Now I'm gonna spawn an endworm really quick. There it is. And fire. It's dead. It just got one tapped because it got hit by that many rounds. Now, will 48 rifle rounds be enough to kill an endworm? I seriously doubt it, but let's just see how much damage it does. Oh, yeah, it's enough actually. Bye-bye endworm, it's gonna bleed out, unless it's immune to bleeding. Nope, it's dead. So you don't need that much ammo to kill endworms anymore. They're actually very weak to ammo, apparently. You don't need nuclear bombs anymore, you just gotta fire a bunch of rifle ammo out to it, and it's dead. I believe that was everything that I wanted to test out. Oh, you can fire out grenades, though. You can fire grenades out, I think. Yeah? Let me just, show off that in more greater detail. Give grenade. There. No, not the stun. Not the EMP. Where's the grenade? Grenade. There it is. 40. Put that in here. Let's get this next endworm out here. Boom! Dead. It's really just that easy. Okay, now it's time for the more technical part of the video, where I show off how I did this, and try to explain it as best I can. But really quickly, I have more UEX. I didn't think the headset would be gone. These UEX basically can be put inside as, I believe, batteries, maybe oxygen. Yeah, you can breathe with these, I think. Let me test that out real quick. Yeah, I'm breathing through UEX right now. It's crazy. And a flashlight, I bet that can be powered too. I think that's how I set it up. Yeah, you're now using UEX to see through a flashlight. Ignore that recording stop thing. That's a automatic Steam background recording thing that I forgot is a thing. I don't think that thing existed last time I played this game, so I couldn't turn it off for this game. Okay, that's really everything I can think of that I was gonna show. Okay. I want to blow up first though for fun, but I think I'm out of ammo and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to waste time, so to go to the editor and show every single item really quick compared to a default item, maybe? That's probably a good idea. Okay, so first the oxygenite tank. This one's actually simple. All I did was put refillable oxygen source as a tag, and that's all you gotta do. You just put that in, and then you can put the oxygenite tank inside of the generator, the oxygen generator. That's all you have to do for that. It's very easy. You just gotta put in, you gotta spell it right, and make sure you put in refillable oxygen source, all one word. Just like how I put it there. For the harpoon guns, literally all I had to do was, I put pulse laser ammo, so it can be put inside a pulse laser as well. Chain gun ammo, you can put inside a chain gun. Coil gun ammo, put inside a coil gun, and railgun ammo. It's way better than a railgun from what I remember. You can do funny stuff like this in the other guns. I'm not sure if they work in every other gun, like subgun. But the railgun's the best one by far because it just fires everything out at once. It's so powerful. It unloads the whole like slot. So like if you know what I mean. So you can just like you have to look at the. Actually no, you look at a railgun shell. For example, like it's very easy. It's very like common sense. Like all you have to do is look at the tags of what you know goes inside of here. So railgun shell, it has railgun ammo as a tag and railgun equipment. But railgun ammo is more obviously the one you want to go for. I think equipment might work as well, but ammo is the one you know works because ammo clearly goes inside of what it's fired out of. So it's like really common sense. Like if you see an item and you want to put something inside of it, that's not what's supposed to go inside. Look at what's supposed to go inside, see what tags it has, and choose like the most accurate tag, or even multiple tags if you want. But different tags give the items different uses and things that can be done with them. So with the auto injector headset, this is just a regular headset. There's nothing changed about it. But the UEX that I put inside of it, that's at like 1% or 0%, that did have some changes. I made it as, let's see, how many did I make it as? Yeah, it's oxygen source, refillable oxygen source, mobile battery, loadable, not sure what loadable does, chem, and medical. So, like, chem, syringe, and medical basically are the things that you want as tags to put inside the medical headset. That's why I had it like that. And it's oxygen source, so it can go inside my oxygen mask. And it can also be put inside of the oxygen generator because it has the tag refillable oxygen source. So that's how the UEX works with it. You gotta have every UEX you put in to the auto injector headset has to be tagged up, but the injection headset can just be default. It doesn't have to be anything special. In fact, you can't even really do much things special with the items themselves. It's more like what you put inside them. The guns are all just regular guns, except for the harpoon guns, which are special by being able to go inside of different loaders. The real trick here, for example, on my shotgun, the real trick here is the storage container. That's all that really matters. The shotgun's just a default shotgun, as far as I can remember. There's no like tags at all, just predefined tags only. But the storage container, I put in like way too much to go over really. It's kind of a lot, like a massive amount. Basically, it can be put inside practically everything. Inside the entire submarine. Except for like basic storage. Like, it can go inside the specific slots here, but something the developers did made it so you can no longer put storage containers inside of like these regular slots anymore. It has to be these specific dedicated slots for like the regular storage. But they can still be put in, they can still have defined tags to be put inside of other things like weapons. So that's what I did with the grenade launcher as well. Same thing, just storage container. I just put one, like, it's the exact same one as this one, I think. I just copy pasted it inside of here and then put stuff inside of it. You can just put like whatever ammo you want. As long as it is a ammo, then it'll work and be fired out. As long as, like, for example, revolvers, you know, like you load it up with ammo and then you fire it. It fires out revolver ammo. It gets consumed. So ammo that gets consumed like that, you can put inside and just use like that really easily. But the SMG is a bit more complicated. It does work the same with the storage container, but the SMG rounds, it's a magazine, so it's a little bit too complicated to, I can't remember exactly what it did, but it's a little bit too complicated to use SMG magazines. You can't load those inside storage containers, because, like, the green bar here, if the magazine itself has a green bar, it's not consumed every time you fire the gun, so it doesn't work properly. So I gave up on trying to use that. It's basically like trying to use a pulse laser ammo inside of the SMG. It doesn't work, from what I remember. It might. Actually, no, it probably will. But, like, you can't put the pulse laser inside the storage container. You can put it inside the SMG itself if you make it an ammo for the SMG. I hope this is, like, understandable, because I can't really explain this too much better than how I am. And, I gave this tags for skill. I just realized that's so funny. That's a secret thing I have for testing I was doing, so I can open up my secret thing that I had. I don't know why I'm calling it secret. It was sub-editing stuff. I was goofing off with tags and figuring out how to do stuff with secure containers and locking stuff, and making sure I can use other things besides keycards to open them up. You can also put, like, passwords, so to speak, in the tags of items. And the password was skill, or at least one of them. And that way you can hold the item in your inventory, and you don't need like an ID card or anything. You can just use this to go through, for example, all the sub-doors. It's a very cool thing you can do. And this one, I already kind of explained it. It's pretty obvious and simple. If you remember what I was talking about earlier with the handcuffs, it's the same thing as the flashlight. It's just, you just have handcuffs. You look at, oh yeah, I gotta look inside the tags real quick. I put it as mobile battery and loadable. I don't know what loadable means again, I kind of forgot, but mobile battery, it just means it's a battery. Like, it's just the same thing as a battery, but unlike a battery, it doesn't like drain, because you can't drain power from handcuffs. That's not how it works. So instead you just get free power forever. It's very funny and it's very overpowered. And I recently learned just now that grenade launchers are amazing with rifle shots. they're actually quite fast, even better than shotguns. I might want to try and use that in some scenario if that would ever be applicable. But yeah, I think that's everything. Like, oh yeah, no, not quite. Pulse laser fuel box. The tag I put on this one, it's HMG ammo. It's wildly simple, actually. I didn't think it was that simple, but it really just is. Like, you just take what you normally put in the gun, look at the tags, put the ammo tag, or a tag that would also work. I know ammo tag works for sure. That's on the ammo that goes in the gun, into the tag of what you want to put in the gun. I want to explain more carefully how exactly this works, but I don't really know how. But like, see, like the bar is what really matters. Like, for guns, like this is the same equivalent as a storage container. It works the exact same way. That's the message I want to get across. Like, a storage container is the same thing as a pulse tri-laser fuel box. It's the same thing as a magazine for SMG gun. Same thing as a magazine for the HMG gun. Same thing as a fuel rod. They're all the same thing because they're not consumed upon use. They're drained. That's how, like, so for this gun, you can't just put in revolver rounds. It won't work. At least it shouldn't work because it doesn't drain from that. This gun will drain. But for guns like this, it still kind of works if you put in a storage container. This gun, I don't think it would work, actually. I just realized it probably wouldn't work, but it might. I'm going to test it right now, actually. But there's two types of guns, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. There's two types of guns. One that drains from a source, and one that fires out. Like, this one will fire out and consume in ammo. The other kind will drain from a source. Like, this thing... Oops. This thing drains from a battery, or it won't fire. Now, if I would have put in this rifle ammo inside of this thing, then it still works because it's draining from the storage container, and it does fire out the shots, but it's very not accurate at all. Things may have changed from when I last tried doing this, so my information might be outdated that I'm trying to go off of. Let's see what this does then. Oops. So, see, it does work, but it's a complete waste of time because it's draining from the storage container itself, so it does work. But notice how it's like you're just firing a rifle shot. It's much weaker than if you just put a fuel rod inside. Hey, buddy. Oh, headshot. So it's not worth doing at all. Now with a grenade launcher, same thing, honestly. Like, I need an SMG magazine to show this a bit better. Give SMG magazine. Whoa, buddy, that's not yours. Is that thievery I see? Hey, thief, get back here. There we go. Thief has been taken care of. Thief assistant has been taken care of as well. I know that person was going to steal as well. The bots love to just grab things. Oh, I made this invisible earlier because I didn't want it to like be in the way of the showcase. I just set up a like infinite power source so the railgun wouldn't run out because I kind of deleted the whole armory. I mean the whole gunnery area. Anyways, SMG magazine. Where's the fissile accelerator? I don't see it. There it is. Put the SMG magazine inside, and oh frick, I didn't put the tag on it. Oh, right. Let me just show a different showcase then of how it doesn't work properly. Wait, I don't need to do all that. I can just take this. Oh no, this. Put this inside. So now it has... Whoops. Wait, what? Okay, so this does not have the fuel rod tag on it. So that kind of messes up the entire test on that thing. Wait, what? What the heck? No shot. How does that work? I swapped out the handcuffs with the storage container and got handcuffed. How do I fix this? Okay, well, spawn, assistant, cursor. There we go. Anyways, I was trying to show off how this thing would not work in the SMG magazine. It's not firing the shot out. It's not a good test at all, actually. Hold on, it's not even slightly a good test. This thing's too weird. Shotgun. See, notice how it's not firing anything out? It just doesn't work like that. You can't put a fuel source based item inside the container and then have it work. It's not gonna do anything. The railgun shells doesn't work as well. That's what I was trying to show off. How it doesn't work if you put inside a fuel source inside of another fuel source. So you can't put a pulse laser box inside of a storage container. Now, this is a good time for you to really quickly see. Did I change something about it not breaking over time or something? Doesn't look like I did. It looks like, yeah, it looks like the condition is just preserved like automatically when you use it inside of a gun that's not the proper gun. That was my other question that I had to answer right quick. Because remember, I'm still trying to like remember everything that I did. Now, really quick. SMG magazine. Oops. SMG magazine. I can put the tags. You know what? I can just copy the tags from this thing. Copy. Put them all on this thing at once, so it's just going inside everything at once as well. Easily, without me having to do anything. Make it red really quick, because I want it to be red. And then I can show how this would work. How you can make an SMG magazine work. But you'll see how pointless it is. In most, or maybe even every case. Okay. It still doesn't have the fuel rod thing on it. Unless it does. It does. So, now it works. See, you're firing out from the SMG magazine. But notice how it's so worthless. It's terrible from that thing. Put in the railgun shell. Does it work there? I'm not sure, actually. It does. But you're firing out one bullet. Like, and it takes that long to recharge. Oh, and it doesn't let you fire out again. Let me just reload it in. Yeah, it only let you fire one time, and now it thinks this thing's depleted, so it doesn't work properly with SMG magazines. Take a grenade launcher, put it inside here. Doesn't even work at all. It doesn't even do anything. Oh, the railgun shell probably broke it permanently, actually. Let's see if the SMG fires out rounds from the SMG thing properly. Okay, this thing works properly. Take the HMG. This one does work, but like, see, the SMG is just like not worth it. You get one magazine, it gets used up quite fast, and that's really just it. Like, ooh, you can fire SMG shots from a shotgun. Whoa, it fired out one time and then didn't work. So it doesn't work properly with SMG magazines. And it has to be like consumable ammo inside of a container, or like a very similar container. I'm not exactly sure what the requirements are to make this thing work properly when this thing doesn't. But that's really all I have to show. I really hope that this made at least some sense, and that it was not completely pointless. It was kind of fun going through all this again. Now, really quickly, I like to always end my sessions of fooling around in the sub-editor by killing my subordinates. Where? Nah, this'll work. Alright, come here. Where you at? Come here. Boom. Boom. Not quite as strong as a grenade launcher, but it's a lot safer, you know? Boom. Easy. Now, really quick, if I have time, before they bleed out, this is the really funny thing. Oh, no! No! Okay, let me just make it assistant really quick. I want to show this really funny thing off. Wait. I already had that last. Boom. And now, here you go. Oh, it didn't work yet. Wait, does it not work like that? There's no thing inside of it. Let me try this again. I goofed around and found out that things don't just reset automatically. Okay, before it's too late, quick! Ah, it's too late. Oh well. That was not a grenade. That was not a grenade, by the way. That was the UEX going off. Wait, before I drown, I'm low enough health now to where I can take the easy way out of the editor. Actually, it doesn't really do it. It doesn't work like that. Okay, never mind. I can't find the body. I'll just do something else that's funny. Alright, that will conclude this showcase. Goodbye. Wait, goodbye. There we go.